Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk. Back with another video today, and we are here for a video. New NBA offseason number 12 news and trades. I changed it. It used to be news and rumors. Now it's news and trades because we're having trades in the house now. And now things were a little quiet today. We had a couple players waived. We had one trade. We had a couple players have had their player options and team options picked up. Some declined. We had some qualifying offers to make players free agents. We had rumors, and yeah. So, but the thing is, in 1 minute, in 1 minute, it'll be 1 day away from NBA free agency, so I'm just going to be quiet until it turns 12 o'clock. Just wait until it turns 12 o'clock. And it's 12 o'clock. It is 12 a.m. And we are 1 day away from NBA free agency. Let's get it. I can't wait for, now it's tomorrow. We just turned the clock. We just turned the next day. So now it is tomorrow. Free agency begins. I'm so hyped for tomorrow. Yes, I know technically it's still Saturday. It's 12 a.m. Technically, in the rule book, when it hits 12 a.m., it's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. So, and we're feeling good. Yeah, I'm reading that. You can probably think I'm reading that off a song, but I just came that up with memory. But yeah, I can't wait for free agency tomorrow. But getting for real, for today, I don't know why I'm saying really tomorrow because it's still Saturday, but let's just say it's Sunday. Today on Sunday, I think a lot of stuff will happen. I said this yesterday. And a lot of stuff did not happen. Yeah, I said people became free agents, people picked up their player options, people declined their team options, or people got their team options declined. We had one trade, and there were qualifying offers. It's not a lot, and then rumors. But tomorrow, teams will be getting ready for free agency. We'll see players waived. We'll see trades to clear up cap space. This is why tomorrow will be a big day. I'm calling it. It has to be. The day before free agency, stuff has to be wild. I expect the Rockets to be in one of those. Maybe the Rockets waive a couple players. Maybe they waive Daniel Augustine. DJ Augustine or Daniel House. But let's actually get into the stuff that came on to today. But I can't wait for tomorrow. Free agency begins on Monday. Technically, it's not tomorrow, but 12 a.m. tomorrow. So moving on. Getting into yesterday's rumors, basically, because now it's 12 a.m., but Mavericks are leaning toward picking up Willie Cauley-Stein's team option. Yeah, Willie Cauley-Stein's done a great job in Dallas. I'd like to see him then pick up his team option and have him return as a backup center for the Mavericks this season. A backup center for the Mavericks and having him and Dwight Powell. Not Dwight Powell. Yeah, Dwight Powell. What's his name? Never mind. But yeah. I lost myself. But yeah, if they pick up his team option, he's gonna be a great backup center again. Golden State Warriors big trade unlikely to happen. I don't doubt that. I expect the Warriors to make a move. Caruso and THT, aka Taylor Horton Tucker, having multiple suitors. I predicted Caruso going to the Cavs, and I predicted Taylor Horton Tucker going to the Pistons. But I can see Taylor Horton Tucker re-signing with the Lakers after what just happened with that Russell Westbrook trade and coming off as one of the best bench assets off the Lakers bench with the super team. So I could see that now. But yeah, they're definitely. I don't know about Caruso, but definitely THT will have a lot of suitors. Wizards and Kings did not want Dennis Schroeder in a signed trade for for example, when the Lakers and the Kings were working out a Buddy Hield deal, and when the Wizards and the Lakers were working on a Lakers for Russ deal. So I mean, they still got the deal done, but neither of those teams wanted Dennis Schroeder. I don't know why the Wizards wouldn't want Dennis Schroeder. You're getting rid of a point guard. You're gonna need a point guard for return. That just sounds stupid. The Kings, it makes totally sense because you got Schroeder. I mean you got Fox. You got Halliburton. At the time, you had DeLon Wright. You have Buddy Hield. You have too many guards to trade for another guy, Dennis Schroeder. I mean, I don't know why I said you have Hield because you'd be getting rid of Hield, but yeah, it makes sense why the Kings would not want Schroeder, but I don't get the Wizards. The Wizards, you should say, yes, please give us Schroeder. Rockets will not pick up team option on Avery Bradley. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's sad to see him go. It's sad to not see us use him. It's sad to see the Rockets not pick up that $5.9 million option and then flipping it in a trade. I don't know, with Daniel House or John Wall. We could have easily just picked that option up. Not saying he'd return for the next season, but we'd trade him right after. It's like something just like after. I mean, I'm gonna use an example. Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn had a player option. I mean, it's kind of different. You know what? It's kind of different because Chris Dunn was a player option and Bradley was a team option. But Chris Dunn had a team option, opted in for the team option. Then the Hawks traded him to Boston. That's something like I'm talking about. We could have accepted his team option and then traded him, and that's what I'm upset. But you know what? Either way, he's gone, so I don't really give a shit. NBA trade. We talked about it last night, and I'm going to be totally honest. I talked a little bit too much about this. NBA trade, Celtics received Josh Richardson, Mavs received Moses Brown. Last night, we knew Josh Richardson would go to Boston. We did not know what Dallas would get. And a lot of Celtics fans I know, and I'm friends with a couple Celtics fans, and the ones I've talked to are very upset with them giving up Moses Brown. They said to me that we got rid of Kimba, and this is the guy we were getting. Al Horford might be good, but Moses, he's getting older, and Moses Brown is basically the guy we got for Al Horford. I mean, is the guy we got for Kimba. So basically, they think now we've just traded the 16th overall pick and Kimba Walker to the Thunder for Josh Richardson and Al Horford. That's what the Celtics fans I have talked to think. But moving on. Now we got some more Avery Bradley news. This one does not have to do with the Rockets. Contenders and former teams of Avery Bradley interested in the guard. Okay. Celtics, Pistons, Grizzlies, Clippers, Lakers, Heat, Rockets. Those are his former teams. Rockets, that's not a contender. I have heard that the Rockets are maybe play-in depth. They might have the depth to go to the play-in. I've also heard that Avery Bradley is stick on going and signing with a contender. So Rockets, that they're out. Pistons, they're not a contender, but they're not going to sign Avery Bradley. Grizzlies, Yeah, they're a contending playoff team, but I don't know. They're a pretty scary team. I don't know. They're a pretty decent team. And then we got Clippers. That's a possibility. I can see it. Lakers. Yeah, I can see it. Heat. I don't see it. So out of his former teams, and Celtics. Yes, I can. So out of his former teams, I can see the Celtics, Lakers, Clippers picking him up, and then probably add a couple contenders in that scenario. So I think options for Bradley, Lakers, Clippers, Celtics, and then add in a couple contenders. I also think the Grizzlies can maybe be a contender for Avery Bradley. Bobby Portis to become a free agent. He declined his player option. This is definitely not over between them. Here's the thing with Bobby Portis. He was signing with Milwaukee with a bad contract because he was getting looked at like a bad player. Now he has shown he's a very good player. I don't think this is over between Milwaukee. I actually predict him re-signing with the Bucks. It's not even close to over between Bobby Portis and the Bucks. He's just doing this to get more money. Wizards make Isaac Bonga a restricted free agent. Yeah, Isaac Bonga, everybody's favorite player. No, just kidding. A free agent. I don't think he's gonna have that much of a heated market. I think he'll probably get signed to a 2-way contract. So yeah. Pelicans make Lonzo Ball and Josh Hart a restricted free agent. Yeah. Josh Hart wants to go to a contender. A month ago, there was a rumor that Josh Hart, the Pistons were interested in Josh Hart, and Josh Hart saw the tweet, and he's just commented on the Piston Josh Hart rumor and said, "Fuck no." So he clearly wants to be on a contender. He's had his career rough. I look at his first 5 years in the NBA. You go 17-18 season. The Lakers were just bad awful. 18-19 season. The Lakers got LeBron James, and things looked bright in LA. And LeBron had injury problems, and the Lakers did not succeed. And actually were a lottery team in the NBA. So they were not good. Then he gets traded to the Pelicans. They might have a bright future. They got the number 1 overall pick in Zion Williamson. They got Brandon Ingram. They got Lonzo Ball. They got a nice little future headed in their way. At the time, they had J.J. Redick. They had good veterans that wanted to go play with Zion. So there was maybe a little bit of hope of playoff chances for them. They didn't make the playoffs that season. Going on to this season, Pelicans worked harder in the offseason, get Eric Bledsoe, get Steven Adams, and again, fail. Now he's going to be a free agent for the first time in his career. I have to see Josh Hart going to a contender. He's had his career rough, so that's my prediction. Josh Hart will go to a playoff contending team. I'm not going to say a championship contending team. Not only to say the year he left his team that was bad for 2 years, they won a championship. The next year he left. I'm not going to say he's going to go to championship contending team, but he's definitely going to go to a playoff contending team for sure. That's my prediction. Lonzo Ball, I have 5 teams that are interested in him. The Thunder, the Knicks, the Bulls, the Clippers, the Lakers, and honorable mention, the Raptors. Serge Ibeka exercising player option and will return for the Clippers. I think he'll be the starting center for the Clippers and will do a nice job. And I think he wants to be with the Clippers. Maybe this means Kawhi Leonard might be re-signing because I think Serge loves playing with Kawhi. So maybe Kawhi said, "Hey Serge, I'm returning, so it's okay to accept your player option." We'll see. Lakers interested in Carmelo. Yes, I have my predictions for free agency. I have Carmelo signing with the Lakers. So I think that is very well. I think most likely, I think that I can see the Lakers adding in three guys. I can see the Lakers adding three guys in free agency: Taylor Horton Tucker, Carmelo Anthony, DeMar DeRozan, and then adding just a bunch of two-way contracts to fill in your bench. That's what I see from the Lakers in this offseason. Kelly Oubre interested in the Spurs. Yes, I can totally see Kelly Oubre interested in the Spurs, but I like a potential team for Kelly like the Grizzlies. I'd like him the fit on the Grizzlies. I like Lauri Markkanen going to the Spurs, but I can for sure seeing Kelly go to Spurs. I think this will be a battle between the Spurs and the Grizzlies. We'll see who wins for Kelly Oubre Jr. Celtics are unwilling to give Evan Fournier what he wants. He wants a 4-year, $80 million deal. I don't think there's any reason why he should be making the same amount of money as Rashawn Holmes. So I think you're out of your mind. I'd say maybe $75 million, $75 million a year. Not a year, like out of a full contract. God, if he got $75 million a year, he'd be fucking nuts. But yeah, I mean, 4 years, $75 million deal, that should be acceptable. But I think this is the main reason why the Celtics traded for Josh Richardson, is because they feel like they're not going to get a deal done with Evan Fournier. So the Knicks do a lot here. The Knicks exercise team option on Mitchell Robinson, and who returned this season, and they waive Norvelli Pelly. It didn't do much for the Knicks this season, but we get our first wave of the new season. And then we get some more players waived. Pistons waived Corey Joseph and Tyler Cook. This is... I have a feeling why they waived Corey Joseph. I think they waived Corey Joseph for cap space. That's for sure. That's not the question, but I think the rumor is I think they tried to trade Corey Joseph, and nobody wanted to grab him in a trade. I think a lot of teams are interested in Joseph, but I don't think they're interested in bringing him in from a trade with the Pistons. I think they're interested in bringing him in from the free agency market. Tyler Cook and Corey Joseph released from the Pistons. I think we'll see a lot of waves tomorrow. And then the last one, Goran Dragic's receiving a lot of interest if the Heat don't accept his team option. The Heat, oh my God, Miami, if you do not accept his team option, you are so stupid. But yeah, that's it for the rumors today. We had one trade, we had 3 players waived, we had a bunch of players becoming free agents, we had players declining their player options, accepting their player options, teams declining team options, teams accepting team options, and teams thinking about them. Tell me if you think I'm right here. I just believe that there will be a lot going on tomorrow. A lot. I think we'll see a couple trades. I think mostly what will be happening is I think a lot of players will be waived because teams will be trying to find cap space for free agency. A lot of teams want to improve for the next season. Also, guys, welcome to August. We just hit August 1st. It's a new month. And a lot of teams want to build on their team in free agency, and they might not be the best in cap space, so that means releasing players. So I think we'll see a lot of players released and waived. And I think we'll see a couple trades because of cap space. Everything that happens tomorrow, I mean, absolutely everything that happens tomorrow will have to do between cap space and rumors for Monday. I'll freak out if that's not the case, because it has to be. Teams are going to be preparing for free agency tomorrow, and they're going to be preparing very well. Expect a lot to go on tomorrow, and if that doesn't happen in tomorrow's rumor video, I'll do 15 push-ups in the video. I'm not going to show myself doing those push-ups, but I swear on God I'll be doing them when I do them. That's how sure I am that that there will be going a lot tomorrow. But I don't really care if I have to do 15 push-ups. But that's how sure I am that a lot will be going on. Let me know what you thought about today's rumors, and let me know what you think will happen tomorrow, how teams will prepare going into free agency with their rosters and their cap space. So that's it for the video, and peace out.